Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for the weekend of Saturday, October 1st and Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. So very similar scenario this week to last week's, where less sellers but better stuff on the Sunday rather than the Saturday. So I only had 3 purchases on Saturday. A nice record seller that I always take a time to chat with had one record that I wanted. I didn't have any Go-Go's records. So this is Beauty and the Beat. It was $4. The record is in great shape. The cover has seen better days. I took it because it has the big hit "Our Lips Are Sealed." Got the beat. So I even saw the documentary on TV about the band. $4. And at another table there was a whole bunch of 45s. Ended up getting these 4. Those 3 are in perfect shape. A lot of them were scratchy in the stack of records. And I got, despite me hating polystyrene records from the USA, I was too curious to hear this one, Hung Hung Beep Beep by Badass. The other side is Hot Box, You Gotta Get Hot. This has the long version on YouTube. Couldn't find the single version. Sounds like good disco, like I like it. This side is not on YouTube. I didn't have time to check them on the turntable. You had 2 copies. I took the cleanest one, but you can never tell. I can't read the condition of a polystyrene record. I don't like polystyrene records. They sound like shit even when they're brand new. Anyway, so I offered, how much I offered? $2 for all 4 of them, 50 cents each. And he said no, he wanted $1 each. I don't know how oh no, how much did he want? Let me see. Did I write it down here? He wanted $4 or $5. No, I think he wanted $5. Yeah. I thought I should correct what I wrote on my little paper here. So I said no, it's too much, and I walked back about to put it back in the box. I could offer $3, and out of, like, he surprised me. I did a double take. He said, oh, okay. Huh? What? Okay. Oh, okay. It was easy. So that's 75 cents per record. So that's more reasonable. And I don't know why. A table of antiques and all kinds of interesting stuff caught my attention. I fell in love with this object. It's a junction sign, and I always see stolen road signs. There are usually no parking, no bicycles, stop, or crap like that, big signs. This one is small, it's blue, and right away I got an earworm as soon as I saw it. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? From the Schoolhouse Rock that I grew up with in the 70s. So, and it makes me think a little bit of that Glenn Miller song with Junction in the title. Forgot. I have a blank. I remembered it this afternoon. I forgot the title. Okay, well, anyway, in the comment if you remember what it is. So I don't know. It made me happy, and I was willing to pay. I don't know my maximum in my head how much it was, 10 or 15. And he said $5. Okay, I'll take it for $5, and I love it. I don't know why. I have something. It's about the size of a license plate. I think that's the fact it's blue. It's not something negative like don't do this or don't do that. It's just beautiful. So those were my purchases for Saturday, October 1st. That was yesterday. Today, less people. It was freaking cold. 2 degrees Celsius. I forgot to check how much that is in Fahrenheit. Fahrenheits are totally foreign to me. I have no idea what a Fahrenheit is. But first, the first purchase I made was at the top. The guy had 2 CD towers and a lot of hard rock that I should have grabbed had I been a dealer, which I'm not. I left it for other people to enjoy. I only took these 3 Kiss albums, like original albums. I left 2 other Kiss CDs that were both best of greatest hits, so I left those, and I think I already had one of the 2 greatest hits CDs. I should have perhaps taken them, knowing how much he charged. When I took this one, I think that's the first album, just self-titled. This one is Dressed to Kill. This is a much later one, 84, Animalize. I was willing to pay $2 each. He asked $2 for all three. Oh, okay, $2, great. Poker face, almost like, ugh. But I should have taken more. But I'm glad somebody else enjoyed it, because and don't worry about these stickers. They're on the box, not on the paper. I've checked. So $2 for these. Another table, I bargained this one. It was missing the poster or color image. I'm not sure. I know it comes with something in color inside. From what I saw on Discogs when I got home. At the time, I suspected it was missing something, but it only has a regular inner sleeve. A little bit of wear in the corners, a little bit of damage here. The record is okay, I think. A little bit of dust, but and I have it on CD, but I don't have it on vinyl. So it was, how much was it? That's the Stones. Let me see. Oh, it was 4. Don't ask me how. I don't remember, but I managed to get it down to 3. I think I had a better timing with negotiations today. I was very pushing my luck, but it was working most of the time. I'm in Quebec, it's getting cold. I was looking for long johns, and somehow cotton long johns are hard to find. They've been hard to find for a few years. The table had some, but unfortunately you could tell it was leftovers, because all the small and medium whites were gone. This is the only, it had a whole table of them, this is the only whites they had. So I took a chance with a large. I didn't try it yet because I wanted to show the packages. This one I've tried. You had some that were red wine colored, but they seemed thinner. The gray ones and this white one seem to be a tiny bit thicker. It's so hard to explain. So I took the only 2 medium-sized grays he had, and that white one, hoping to perhaps use a sewing machine to make it. I don't know. I'll experiment, because they were only $5 freaking each. $15 for all 3. Heck, even $15 for these 2 that I know are perfect, because I tried this one, although quite thin, made in India, but quite thin. And for sure I would freeze in these if I went outside at minus 25 Celsius. But it's, yeah, so for now I have those. Another table, and this is really funny because it's the most up and down I've ever done in a negotiation, I think, in my memory. Got one of these. I felt ashamed that as a record collector who has like 35,000 records, I never owned in my 54-year-old life one of these. As a kid, I hated these. I hated seeing other people with these, because the records were always naked inside instead of being in their sleeves, as opposed to a square, rectangular, regular case. So the problem is I wanted to buy just the thing and offered to take out the records, and he said, no, I want to carry them together, I don't want to split. I wanted to offer him 5. He wanted everything 20. I can't pay 20 for that. So, and then let me look at my paper. Yeah, I wanted to pay just 5 for that, but I don't. Then he said the lowest I can go is 15. So, I wandered around, looked at other stuff on the table, and before leaving the table I said, how about 10 just for the cases? No, I can't. I don't want to separate them. So I went across, looked at other stuff at the table in front. I always do both sides of the lane when I go through a lane. I don't go one side and then the other. Then I was thinking, try one more time, and I said, how about 12 if I gave you the exact change? He laughed. And then said, oh, okay, and I offered him, do you want 1, loonies, 2 knees, whatever. So I paid $12 for this. Fair price. This doesn't come up. I don't know if it's paint or something. Otherwise in a nice shape. It's pink. But yeah, I kind of felt bad for not having one all these years. Just an iconic thing. This little case. What I forgot to check is where is it made? Is it made in the USA, in Canada? Does it say even where it's made? I forgot to check prior to product of Sopronics Corporation, 3rd and Boyd, New Jersey. rights reserved, patent pending, made in the USA. It's an American product, made in USA. Records, well, we can go through them really fast. At first I thought it would be fun to discover them together, but it would have taken longer, so decided to take them out. Top ones are Warped, they got Near Heat, NG. This is Nous on est dans le vent, Pierre Lalonde. A lot of these are scratchy. Save the Last Dance for Me, The Drifters, Nobody But Me. Carl Douglas, Doctor's Orders, I have a better copy of that. This I don't have, but it's ugh. Take Me in Your Arms, Rock Me for a Little While, Daddy's Home. Susie Garling in French by Les Bel Air, Le Coin des Amours, I have a better copy. Another French-Canadian label. Les Bicyclettes de Belle Size de Robert de Morsigny. Des Nuits Blanches Sans Toi, je pense que je l'ai déjà. Never Can Say Goodbye, Gloria Gaynor, with somebody's name on it. We Just Can't Make It. Pretty sure I have it. Chris de Burgh, Lady in Red, I know I have it. Not too bad, but yeah, that's in the 80s you can't tolerate scratches, they have to be perfect. Reach Out, I'll Be There, in not too bad shape. I have to check if I have a copy of that. Searching on the other side. My uncle René had this record. Physical, I have a better copy of that by Ollie Newton-John, R.I.P. The Promise, the Dolphin Song on the other side. Flashdance, What a Feeling, With Love, theme from Flashdance, scratched a bit. Where Is My Man, the vocal and instrumental by Eartha Kitt. Oh Darling, the Beatles song by Patrick Zabé in French. Sorry for the angle sometimes. Fil d'argent, aiguille d'or. I don't know if I have this already. It's in okay shape. Oh, no, it's a little bit scratchy. Love Is a Drug by Roxy Music. Both Ends Burning. Pop Music by M with M Factor. I have that. This I don't have. I don't know what it is. Blue Haze. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Well, I know the song, but Anna Rosanna with lots of initials. Major Harris. Love Won't Let Me Wait, and After Loving You. Don't know that. Freddie Fender, Wasted Days and Wasted Nights with I Love My Rancho Grande with scratches. Another copy of Never Can Say Goodbye in worse shape than the other copy. This is a no-name label, French-Canadian. Gaëtan Roy, Pardonne, Si Tu Pouvais. Scratches. I think I'm Sexy, Rod Stewart, Scarred and Scared. C'est facile d'être heureux, Serge Turbide. A few scuffs. Instrumental side. CWMC Call, Old Home Filler Up and Keep on the Trucking Cafe in terrible shape. Old 30. Discodeck Part 1, Rick Dees and His Cast of Idiots. I never noticed, for the first time I've noticed it says Disco Duck Part 11. Oh, they meant Part 2 and they used the one digit instead of a capital I, perhaps. Rick Dees and His Cats of Idiots. I'm still looking. I'm in no hurry to find it, but I'm hoping to eventually find a clean, cheap copy of the LP. But I'm not going to splurge when I'm not in a hurry. Hollywood by Rick James, I have a better copy of this. You and I. This is totally trashed. Judy in Disguise with Glasses. John Fred and his Playboy band. Oh, we're doing on time. Okay, we're almost done. After that, when the lights go out, oh boy, what a terrible shape. Surfer Joe, a surfer, Wipeout. Kazachuk by Eric Azaray, big French Canadian, well, big hit in France. Made in France, not made in France, it's a French recording, Russian style song, and it was a hit here in Quebec. This is of course a local pressing here. Demain sera demain, I already have this in several copies. Paul Moria and his orchestra, Love in the Room, and the English Nightingale. Of course, when they're in better shape, they're also boring. This isn't polystyrene, but it looks to be in great shape. Jimmy Beware, the Fleetwoods, no idea. Good Night My Love. So, Live is Life by Opus. I'm not comfortable on the floor. A few scuffs, but I have a better shape, better copy. She Loves You. Eurythmics, I don't think I have this one. Love is a Stranger. A few scratches. Fudge. I've got an Angel. This is polystyrene with chipped edge here. Sassy by Gino Paoli. Aldila from Rum Adventure. Claudia Barry for Love for the Sake of no, that's the B-side. Why Must a Girl Like Me? And Love for the Sake of Love, but there's a name on it. Mike Anthony, Why Can't We Live Together? Let It Be Love. This I'll try not to butcher the Made in Yugoslavia. Okay. Pro Arte. Krokodilska Ljubav. I can't wait to play this. Zivot Je Oye Tombola. Okay. The Soul Soul Orchestra New Year's Medley. Scratch. Oh, beat up actually. Ugh. Little Drummer Boy. Big hit in Quebec. French Canadian. Georges Adore La Manique. Le Vent. I have a better copy of that already. A polystyrene record. Oops, scratched, chipped, and everything. Echo Park by Keith Barber. Here I Am Losing You and Making a Record. No, I made that up. Harmonia. Oh no, that's a label. Sorry. Palmina by Onofrio. Seems to be Italian. Tu sei il mio domani. Oh, that's the A. I don't know what side is the A side. Totally beat up, big French Canadian instrumental hit from the 60s by Les Jaguars. Mer Morte, Dead Sea. I have a better copy of that. Supersonic Twist, all beat up. Disco Records, all beat up. David Boydell, Disco Dub, Jet Lag. Madness, of course, it's One Step Beyond. I have a better copy of this. And Mistakes on the other side. Frédéric François, Au Dancing de Mon Cœur. Never heard of that one. It's a scratched copy. Il me reste encore ma musique. Beat up copy of Feelings by Maurice Albert. I can't tell you what the B-side is without even looking. This World Today is a Mess. Exactly. Because my uncle René had it, and this is the side I preferred as a kid. Save Your Love by René and Renato. I have a better copy of this. If Love Is Not the Reason. This I have the album. This is all beat up. Dance and Shake Your Tambourine by Universal Robot Band. Same thing on the other side. Le Temps est bon by Isabelle Pierre. Big French Canadian hit. It's all beat up. La Chanson des Vieux Amants. Have a better copy. This is in good shape, but it's also Mon Cœur Danse and Les Beaux Jours. I'm pretty sure I have it already. This is beat up. Petit Frère Hugo Frey and C'est Tout Bon. This has played so much, you can tell just by yes, the camera can pick up how white, how worn, how juked this record is. It's Out of Limits by the Markets and Bella Delina. Barry Maguire, What Exactly Is the Matter With Me? And Eve of Destruction, that's probably the A side with all the writing on it. When It's All Over by Jay and the Americans, and for 60s record, it's scuffs. Caramia. Pitchla Clark, brand new but boring. Here Comes the Morning, Pitchla Clark. She's not as good in English to me. Don't Sleep in the Subway. Candida by Dawn, and Look At. Suspension marks Dawn. Good condition, but yeah, it's Dawn. Good condition, but it's Bobby Goldsboro. Danny and Honey. When I Was Born, this unfortunately was the #1 hit at the day of my birth. Yeah. Beat up copy of Pata Pata by Miriam Makeba with The Ballad of the Sad Young Man. Moonlight and Music by Ruby and the Romantics. Whoops. Our Day Will Come. Beat up. Better shape, clean shape actually. James Darren, Conscience on Cold Picks. And Dream Big. This, what the hell is that? I know what the hell is that. On the blue jeans label. Bunny Beat by Bunny Boppers. English version, français au verso. Bunny Beat, but en français. This came at Easter time. I think this is from the late 70s, doesn't have a year. You would buy at the grocery store a chocolate bunny in a box with a cellophane, and next to the bunny there was this record with a little plastic thing sticking out to hold the record up in the box. The box was standing up on the shelf. You had the record and you had the chocolate bunny next to it. I remember that. And then, so that's the record, of course. Sure Girl by Wayne Newton, in great shape. Someone's Ahead of You. Gilbert Bécaud et Le Spectacle Continue chante. Two big hits, terrible shape, but worthless, unfortunately. Gilbert Bécaud is... I'm a fan of Gilbert Bécaud. I have his autograph that I met him in person in '95. Unfortunately, he turned into... he was perceived as a has-been. He didn't get the glory glow before or after his death, at the end of his career, or after his death, that he deserved. He made so many great songs. Think of What Now My Love, that's him. Okay. He made other important songs. Let It Be Me, Je t'appartiens, that's him. He made Love on the Rocks with what's his name, Neil Diamond, that's him. He co-wrote and composed a song or whatever. So he made a lot of... I have lots of records by him. So anyway, sorry for the video is already quite long. We're almost done. Bobby, I'm not kidding. Bobby Edwards, You're the Reason, and I'm a Fool for Loving You. What the heck was that sound? Beat Orchestra, I Could Have Danced All Night, and Exodus. A beat up trash copy of You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by BTO, and a Bachman Turner Overdrive, and Taking Care of Business. That's a celebratory series. Sorry about that. I recall having the exact same issue, but the American pressing on polystyrene that I bought like in the 80s. And Jacques et Gilles de Châtelaine. Both sides, same song. Sorry. So yeah, case, box, and this came with it. Then I got to a table where I found 4 incredible records, but I knew like something was fishy. Small stack. Of course, they were like way overpriced, $20 each. What the hell? The 3 other records I completely forgot about them, left them there. This one I had to get. So I negotiated from 20 down to... Did I write how I negotiated it? I think, who said 15? They said 15, I think. I offered 12. I think 12 was my lucky number because they accepted it. So I paid $12. This is a soundtrack to Fright Night. And the only reason I wanted to have this record is because I'm a big Sparks fan. Sparks is the greatest band in the world. And Armies of the Night by Sparks, only on this record. It has Devo and other bands here. And what's incredible is that it's still sealed. Okay, the seal is opened from here to... Earlier today was open to here, I think, and or here, and I accidentally opened it all the way here, so I could almost finish opening it and checking it out. Anyway, I probably will. Fright Night, $12, but still sealed. And finally, a book of my childhood. It was actually my brother's book. These books came in the mail twice. It was a book club thing for kids. My mom got my brother on it. Would receive 2 of these books every month, and that's one of the ones I borrowed my brother sometime to read, and I read that one often. I remember all these pictures. So I got this for $2 because it was so clean. And that's it. So thank you for sticking around and watching all my videos. Well, my videos in general, and this video and this is topical for Halloween month.